Okay, but when did you go? Because there is a science to finding a man at Home Depot. You can't just casually go on a Tuesday afternoon. No.
Yes. Okay, so I made one of these a long time ago. These are the 4 best places to meet a romantic partner in person, not on the apps.
Ladies, where have all the good men gone? They have retreated.
Retreated is an understatement. These men just don't care for dating anymore.
I'm gonna take y'all's advice and try somewhere else to look for a husband. So here we go.
Where are all the good men? Where do I find a good man like yours? I get this question all the time.
Where do you find good men? Oh my God.
All they have to do is look around. Good men are walking around everywhere. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Did you hear about the woman who walked around New York City with a looking for a husband sign for just 30 minutes? Got a guy's number and now they've been talking for a few days? So should more women try this dating strategy?
Can someone tell me where I can find a decent, loyal, funny, good-looking guy around here? Like, where?
So apparently Home Depot is the place to meet someone, and so I'm patiently standing there waiting for my future hubby to come talk to me. But then my siblings show up, and then it was time to go home. I guess we'll never know.
Okay, I just need to know where you girls find these men who make you want to buy lingerie and get a hotel for the night. Because all the men I know make me want to consume too much caffeine, do drugs, and go to therapy. That's it.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, the dating pool has pee in it. Okay? At least for me it does. So, I need to know y'all's secrets.
It's amazing that she's come to realize this, but she's still attracted to those types of toxic guys. The solution is very simple. She just needs to change her type. If dealing with these F-boys is constantly sending her to therapy, then she's the problem. It's probably some type of trauma that she's dealing with, and until she addresses that, she'll keep finding herself in the same cycle. That being said, but sometimes these women can't be saved. They're too deep into the toxicity. They love the excitement way too much.
I'm gonna take y'all's advice and try somewhere else to look for a husband. So here we go. Into the Home Depot. Here goes nothing. Too old. Excuse me, on which aisle can I find a husband? Well, no husband, but I got all the pieces to a project I'm working on, so it's a win.
Apparently, this is the life for modern women from now on. Whenever they can't find a husband in their day-to-day life, they storm public places in desperation, searching for their savior. If this was truly important to them, it should have been their #1 priority during their prime years. Instead of focusing on building meaningful relationships when they had the most options, they might have spent those years chasing careers, casual flings, or the thrill of independence. The sad truth is that many of them are discovering too late that their choices have consequences. The reality is harsh. If marriage and family were genuinely their goals, they would have been working towards them when the opportunity was abundant. Instead, they're left searching in panic, trying to reclaim something that might have passed them by.
girlies, where are we finding the high quality men? Where? Are we meeting them in person? Are we on dating apps? Bumble, Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel? Help a sister out. Let me know.
Where are all the good men hiding? Now, I seem to have this track record. I meet the manipulative, emotionally abusive, commitment phobic, not very kind men. And they come in like sheep in wolf's clothing, like, I don't know it's happening, or I'm just a really bad judge of character. So, guys, please tell me, where are you all hiding? Like, because you're not here. You're not in the bars. You might be in the gym, but you don't talk to me. I don't know. Do I need to go and start walking in fields, or like go and sit in more cafes than I already do? Where have all the good men gone? Or are they just... have they given up? Because I just want to find one. Please, tell me the secret, because I cannot take another not very kind person. Ugh. Thanks.
We not hiding, yeah, just gave up. All of us good men have been broken, so we don't want the stress or games. Men have been told to leave women alone. Good men listened, bad men didn't. That leaves you with the bad men, unfortunately. Same place we've always been at home, staying single and safe from rejection, abuse, being used and taken advantage of. We're here, wondering where the good women are, because we've been crushed more than once. I speak from experience. What she's meeting now are the players that are left, because the good, genuine men have checked out or have gotten their passports and gone to find their wives outside of the US. Women keep forgetting that men are humans as well, with feelings and emotions that run deep. They keep forgetting that men have a limit when it comes to being played, lied to, and used. After years of putting up with these games, many men have decided enough is enough. They've realized their worth and decided to seek out women who appreciate them for who they are rather than what they can provide. These men aren't interested in the drama anymore. They want real connection, respect, and mutual support. If a day ever comes when modern women come to this realization, even though I doubt it, then it would be a different story.
I'm looking for a man who's stable, emotionally and financially, fit physically, and he's funny. Stable, emotionally, financially, he's fit and he's funny. I know he's out there, but where? Where is this man?
In your dreams.
I need a swoop for like a very small pole. Hardest, like the longest swoop that I can get.
That is your wife?
This is a question for the men. Boys, I have a serious question. Please take it seriously. When you're talking to a girl, right, you're going to put her in one of the two categories. You either want to hook up or you actually want her as a partner. You'd like a relationship with her. I would like to know where to find the relationship guys. Where are they? Are they at the gym? Are they at home playing video? Like, where are they? Please tell me where they are, because every single guy that I talk to and that I meet only wants to hook up. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just not compatible with that. That's not what I am interested in. So if someone could point me in the direction of the men that want to get to know me and want a relationship, that'd be great.
They're in your friend zone where you put them because you didn't want them as partner. That's fine, but you can't complain about it. It was your choice. We're hurt and scared of letting you near us because we've seen how much pain cheating costs us. They've given up because I keep getting screwed over by gold diggers. They just don't try anymore. I found my man in the friend zone. You should look there first. We're doing our own thing. We stopped looking, so yes, at home, playing video games, working, and some are friend-zoned. Pick the boring one. Men categorize women based on their behavior and character. A man can quickly tell the difference between a woman with feminine qualities and one who gives off a one-night stand vibe. What men are looking for isn't complicated. Unlike women, who often have a long checklist of traits they want in a partner, men are straightforward. They want kindness, respect, and femininity. Men don't need a woman to tick off dozens of boxes. They're simply looking for someone who brings peace, loyalty, and genuine connection. When a woman has these qualities, a man knows it right away. And most of these women who keep asking for good men have already had one in their lives at some point. They just neglected him and pushed him away. Instead of appreciating the good man when he was around, they took him for granted, maybe thinking they could do better or that he wasn't exciting enough. But now, as they find themselves surrounded by players and superficial relationships, they realize what they lost. Unfortunately, by the time they come to this realization, the good men have moved on, either finding happiness elsewhere or choosing to leave the dating scene entirely. It's a classic case of not knowing what you have until it's gone.
Girls always wonder where the nice guys are at. Well, honestly, they're right in front of you, and you know it. But instead, you choose to blame society when you get heartbroken by somebody you knew was going to treat you like trash. And that's just facts.
I agree.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round, my coochie pink, my brown. Where the I'm looking for the hoes.
I just want to let you know that a man on Hinge just asked me on a first date to go for a walk. Like, he wanted me to meet up with him to go on a walk. Like, just that. Like, he wasn't gonna, like, add anything to that. I was just supposed to meet him for a walk, and we were gonna go on a walk, and, like, just that. I don't understand what's going on in the—
One of the most frustrating things for good men to hear from beautiful women is this question. Where are all the good men? Because that man knows that himself and 10 other of his guy friends have been waving their hand at her. So they know the reality is that she's not even giving a glance at the good men surrounding her. And on the occasion she has, that man is sitting in her friend zone. And instead of asking the right questions, such as why is she not willing to give a good man the chance? She's pretending that her problem is that good men are rare and her solution is just finding one. That's not the solution. The solution is picking a good man that she is attracted to enough to explore a relationship with, and to make sure that she's got her toxic behaviors in check, because she probably has a lot of them after all the other guys that she's dated. And to then be okay with getting bored at some point. Because a good man will bring her so much peace that she will misconstrue that as boredom until she's able to patiently sit in it until everything in her life becomes surprisingly better. And then at some point she will connect the dots and she will realize that she has this beautiful life because of that good man.
Most women will go after the asshole, not the good man. Those women need a therapist, but will never admit they have issues. Yep. My ex never listened to me or validated me, so we fought and then she left to find better. We are tired of emotionally unavailable women. They're kept on layaway until she's done riding the carousel and needs a husband. 90% of women are chasing the same 10% of good man, who will not commit to any of them, but will F them all. The rest of the men are friend-zoned. The amount of times I've been polite, respectful, interesting, and listened to women and their interests, and got told I give off gay best friend vibes. If a woman ever asks you, where are all the good men, assume she's looking for help. Modern women don't usually ask that question unless they've hit the wall and reality is starting to hit them where it hurts. The women who ask these types of questions are often very toxic, carrying the baggage of their previous chaos into any new relationship they attempt. They've spent years playing games, chasing excitement, and now, when they're ready to settle down, they find the good men have moved on. These men are better off without them, to be honest. The last thing a good man needs is to get entangled with someone who's only interested now that her options are dwindling. It's not about being someone's last resort. Good men deserve to be a woman's first choice, appreciated for who they are, not as a fallback when all else fails.
And I see this man and I'm like, choo! Like, my friends know that I will leave them to go talk to a man that's my type, that I find attractive. I'll just leave. People will be like, where's Candy? Ask them. Oh, there she is. She spotted her prey and went right up to him and had a conversation, because for some reason when I'm out, no problem. I'm gonna go for it, because fuck it, why not?
I'm feeling super lonely, in the mood to chat. So, I'm wondering, where are all the big single guys at, Where are my super gorgeous big, chubby dudes. I don't know. Where you guys at?
Hey, babe.
Yes, baby.
So, I have a question.
Oh,
I know that's a surprise.
let's do it.
This question is for all the single ladies, okay?
Okay.
Where can they find the good guys?
Where's the good guy?
Where are the good guys at?
You really want me to go in on this?
Yes.
All right. I've got two answers just off the top of my head. I saw something a long time ago from this guy named Matthew Hussey. Okay, so maybe I said his last name wrong. He did a little chart thing. I'm doing diagrams now. Okay. He drew a little chart thing like this, and he drew in this one little section like this, and he colored in this one little part. This is like the 1 or 2% of guys that like approach everybody. Like that's what they do. And then you got probably about this like 30% part here. These guys will not ever approach you ever. This big section right here, this like 68% of guys, this is where your good guys are. Now here's where ladies mess up. They create a quality that men have to be like, that's a good guy or a courageous guy, that only guys that approach you are worth talking to. But these guys who approach everybody shoot their shot all the time. They shoot you were number 4 that day.
Yeah.
And so then they wonder why these guys who approach everybody, if they start having struggles, leave them or ditch them or hit it and quit it. These guys are the guys who see you and don't interrupt your day. These are the guys who sees you in the coffee line and you're like, Diane, I'm on the way into work. And then you're holding 4 coffees and you're rushed and goes, it's probably rude for me to interrupt her. Mm-hmm. He's the guy who sees you doing your work and doesn't mess with your day. The good guys are out there, but they're just not interrupting you. And then if they do stumble over or kind of like fumble their way through it, you just write them off right away. These guys, give them a chance. Odds are women aren't approaching guys, and so they don't understand the amount of courage it takes to do it in the first place. And the guys who sometimes are good guys who do it awkwardly or weird, give them a chance, because good guys exist, just because they're not good at serial dating. The other place you want to find them, check your friend zone. Where are they at? In your friend zone. The guys you won't date, check your friend zone. Your good guys are probably in there.
So good.
A person that chases butterflies will always be disappointed. Look for someone that exemplifies your core values. That relationship will have a long life. I was just admonished to the friend zone. I don't know if I should be proud or disappointed. Guys who don't approach are smart. The risk is high and the reward is low. We keep trying to tell them that, but they don't seem to get it or just don't want to look there. Don't understand it. This is very true. And it's ironic that women claim to have the intuition to distinguish between players and good men, but still end up getting played by those types of guys. The reality is that the cards are now in the hands of these women. If they genuinely want to build meaningful relationships, they're going to have to make the first move or finally get those good men out of their friend zone. It's no longer enough to sit back and wait for the perfect guy to come along while they keep chasing the thrill of the bad boys. Women have to be proactive, showing genuine interest and appreciation for the good men they've ignored for too long.
How old are you?
I'm 22. 21.
Do you have a man?
I do.
And you?
No.
Why haven't you committed yet?
Because I have things for another guy.
So you're in a situationship.
Wait, what's the conversation?
Are you seeing anybody else right now, even though you like that one dude?
No.
You think he's seeing other women?
Probably.
Is that a deal breaker for you?
She likes where she's at.
So why not just ask him to be your man?
Because we're exes.
So why not just ghost him and cut it off?
I don't want to cut that off. I know what I want, and I want him.
Why'd you break up?
He broke up with me. Don't like being vulnerable, and he didn't like that.
And he called her a bully for that.
Because I do. Like, at the end of the day, if I'm with his roommates, I'm going to, like, make fun of him for, like, common things. But, like, he knows I love him.
So you're still talking to him now?
Where's my phone? No.
That's toxic.
You're not incriminating yourself. I'm waiting for his response.
Hold on.
Wait. Yes, I am. That's
Oh my God. Stop.
This is a perfect example of a woman who's damaged and blinded by the facts. She's refusing to accept that her ex, the one she's trying to get back with, is no longer interested in her. Despite all the signs, she clings to the hope that things will go back to how they were. She's comfortable being in this situationship, convincing herself that by sleeping with him, she might somehow change his mind and get them back together again. But in reality, she's just prolonging her own heartbreak. She's stuck in a cycle of denial, unable to see that she's only hurting herself more by holding on to a relationship that's already ended. What she's doing is self-destructive, and this is how a modern damaged woman is born.